Right, guys, production car racing. Something that's going to be a lot of fun. This is a safety car with the sponsors on Bridgestone production cars, South African style. Like I said, it's going to be a hell of a race, guys. This is going to be manufacturers, all GR4 cars, and it's going to be awesome. We're bringing up the Class T guys first, and the first one to come is Renier. It's going to be a hell of a drive car. There's only one car available, and it's same what it was in 2013. With a hell of a attack. This car was doing good in South Africa. It just needed more help from the manufacturers, and maybe another driver to help set up the car properly. But otherwise, it was doing good. It's a Renault. It's going to be a hell of a fun. It's a GR4 car with a select of tires. Yes, the catch. We're not going to use racing tires in Class T. We're using comfort mediums. Yes, guys, comfort mediums will be used in Class T. So they are going to be different. Then there's the Ford. This there's two cars available in this color. As you see, we used the Mazda there, but it's a Ford. It's going to be a hell of a car to drive. It was quick by Domini and Gary Formato. They drove them in the 2013 production cars, and I'm sure whoever takes them will have some fun. They are the proper colors where they were in those years, and good to drive. Production cars is going to be fender to fender, mirror to mirror, and whole lot of things about to happen. It's going to be straightforward out of the bag, and I'm sure it's going to be a lot of fun. Like I said, we're not using racing tires, we're using comfort mediums in the Class T. What's going to make it so up and classy to drive? It's going to be a wheel spin and all of that. Then we got the Sirocco, what will be the Volkswagen Golf in the oil sponsored, and they were driven by a good couple of drivers, and there's two available, and I'm thinking that the Sirocco will probably be one of the good cars, because Volkswagen in 2013 was a difficult customer and very quick. I think Ford was the only one and giving them a run for their money, and also don't forget the Chevy, what was also out there giving them a whole toughness of a body. So it's going to be a good story. There's a Chevy. Oh, it's going to be a lovely car to drive. It's got the Mazda body, but it's going to be a Chevy. Guys, I had to make some choices here, of course, and like I said, not a manufacturer car. Only one car available in the Chevy, where the Indian oil Volkswagen is two available. So again, it's going to be fun. It's going to be rubbing bumper to bumper, fender to fender, and I'm guaranteed some will be removed. I'm sure we're going to lose some fenders and mirrors and all of that. It's going to be a hell of a race. 16 drivers on the grid available, with 8 drivers in Class T, 8 drivers in Class A. Class A cars are still coming, and there's going to be a whole lot of fun of them and a whole different more game. The Mini, what's being used by Suzuki, it's again, there's 2 available, and the Mini Cooper was sponsored by Castrol, and they were having some fun. They had a lot of mechanical problems in 2013. I'm sure the game will not make sure that happens, and sad to know that Gran Turismo 7 does not have a Mini racing car, but there's so many racing cars out there. So maybe in the near future we can maybe see something happen. But I think the Mini is going to be a ball game. Now we're moving to the big boys. This is going to be the big guys. Sasol Subaru. This was driven by a legend, by Renier, and he really ran this car like it was no tomorrow. I'm sure the Subaru Sasol, sponsored by Sasol, is going to be a car to work. It's a 4-wheel drive car. And all the Class T guys are front-wheel drives. There's no rear-wheel drives in there and stuff, fortunately. But in the Class A, it's a mix-up of 4-wheel drives and rear-wheel drives. Now, hopefully, 2 cars available about in the Sasol Subaru. If you guys are keen, I'm sure you guys are hungry, and I'm sure you guys are going to want to be out there and enjoying this. Our next car, and also a car to look forward to, in that is going to be like I said, the Ensign Extreme Audi. It's getting used by Mitsubishi. It's a 4-wheel drive car like they were in the production cars. I had to use something else because the Audi is not 4-wheel drive in the game. So I'm sure this car is going to be a difficult customer. It's another 4-wheel drive car. That's 2 so far out of the 4 manufacturers we got there. And also there's 2 cars available, and Who doesn't want to know who doesn't forget what the Audis did in the production cost? They were at one stage unstoppable by Michael Stevens, and he was a man to be reckoned with. So I'm sure the Audis is going to be on the pace. Then we got the Ford. Now the 2013 did have a Ford in Class D, but not the in Class A. I had to make some adjustments there. There were a Ford in production cars in South Africa, and it had a V8 motor. Now there's two cars available. It's a V8 motor. It's sponsored by Ford company all the way from Cape Town, and this was a very good car. And it was also driven by a legend, by Steve Windham, and he was very quick in it, and also had mechanical problems during these seasons. Then it's the BMWs, the second rear-wheel drive car. There's two available, and they were driven by a couple of drivers: Sean van der Linde those days, Anthony Taylor, Etienne van der Linde, even Johan Ferry. Henny Groenewald was at one stage in them, and it was a hell of a fun to see the BMWs fighting it out with other manufacturers, and I'm sure they're going to be fighting it out again. 4 different manufacturer cars in Class A, 8 cars available. If you are keen, let Renier team knows, or Oros, or there's a couple of guys out there who's getting involved in the world of motorsport. If you want to be involved in world of motorsport, this is what we're going to do. Guys, I can't wait to see you guys on the track, and I'm 100% sure this is going to be more fun. There's going to be YouTube clips out there, there's going to be YouTube ideas, and we're going to have so much fun, including having the in the back doors, talking to the drivers and hearing about them, what they think about the game and what's all up to come. So guys, I can't wait to see you guys out there. Have fun.